Hi guys, this is Miss M, and in this lesson we're going to be putting together this photo with the giraffe and the whale on this mountain scene. It's to show you color, how to match color and the tone and brightness between two images. Just a couple quick tricks that you guys can use in your future projects. So let's get started. So pulling up, once you download the Photoshop file, it should just automatically pop up on your screen in Photoshop, and it's gonna pull up this where it has the background layer and the a cloud layer, which we're going to use a little bit later. But for right now, we're going to go to File, Place, Embed, and go ahead and place in the giraffe photo. It's labeled endangered something something. So let's place this in here and hit the check mark at the top. We're going to use the object selection tool, so you can hit W on your keyboard. It's the very top tool of that tool set, object selection tool. And we're going to go ahead and highlight our giraffe pink. Click. Pink or blue. And we're going to I'm going to pull this layers panel out. We are going to hit the mask button. And we're going to go to the move tool at the very top of our toolbar. And I'm going to size this giraffe up a bit and put it down here so that cutoff of the legs goes off on the canvas. Click off the canvas, and now we are going to click on the layer, and we are going, so a lot of you in your surreal projects was trying to do an effect and it wouldn't work because you have a mask on it. So to fix that, we're going to do a right click right here on the layer. So you can't click on the thumbnails. You have to right click over here on the word portion of the layer. And you're going to get this long list of options. You're going to go down to the bottom and hit rasterize layer. And if you notice, that little icon right here goes away. Basically, it's turning it from a smart image into a rasterized file or image. So now we're going to right click on this mask thumbnail and go to apply layer mask. And that just permanently puts that mask on there. Now we are going to go to image, adjustments, curves. You can also find it over here in this circle, half circle filled. All right, so we are going to go ahead and so now we're going to go to this little half circle down at the bottom, right next to our mask. Right next to the mask icon is this little half filled circle. Click on it, and a pop-up's going to come up. We're going to go to curves. And we are gonna go in ahead and click on the option, hold the option key down, and then click auto. And we're gonna switch this to find dark and light. And as you can see, our whole canvas changed. That's because what we did was made a adjustments layer, and anything below it as of right now, how it is, anything below it is going to change. To make that so it just affects the giraffe, we're going to hit this little box right here. Now we're going to start with our shadows. So click on the top eyedropper, and we're going to click on some in the background, the most darkest point in the background, and you can see the contrast just boosted a little bit. And then we are going to leave the midtones as is, but now we're going to do the light dropper and hit the lightest point in the background. And now we can move this. If you click on the center in this graph, you can move this to make adjustment to the brightness. And I could go on for a week talking about just curves alone and how this graph works, but we don't have that kind of time, so I'm gonna just kind of give you the gist of how to use it. All right, so that looks about right to me. So now I'm gonna close this out, and I'm gonna go to File, Place Embed. We're not done with the giraffe, but we can go back to, we're gonna go back to it. We're gonna place in the whale photo. Hit the check mark, and we're gonna go back to our object selection tool, make it pink or blue, click on it to get the marching ants, mask, and then we're going to do the same thing like we did on the giraffe. We're going to right click over here. My right click seems to be sticky. Okay, so and then we're going to go to rasterize layer, right click on the mask, and go to apply layer mask. So now you're going to hit Command T to get the transform controls up. We're going to size this whale down, and then I'm going to turn it so about 25 to 30%. So it looks like it's going straight, almost mimicking a bird in the sky, but instead it's a whale. And that's what makes this photo a little bit more surreal. So now I'm going to show you another trick. We are going to go to Image, Adjustments, Match Color. And we are going to make the source the file name, which is the Surreal Mountain Photoshop file, and then we got to pick the layer that we want the whale to match colors with. So for instance, if I were to do the cloud, that becomes a pink whale. You don't want that. You make it go to the background layer. Now, so you see it took out that blue from the water, but this is a little too bright, so you can use these levels to make adjustments to it. So if I tone down the luminous of it, Color intensity, I'm going to tone this down quite a bit. And maybe I'm going to use the fade. And I'm going to hit OK. And turn it down even a little bit more. All right. So now I'm going to show you on this giraffe, you can see how this looks a little too bright. The light source is coming off to the side here, but in this photo, there's a light source that's being shined on its legs. So we're going to just go in and do a little bit of brushing to take that down to like its back leg. So what I want you to do is add another layer. So you hit the plus button at the bottom of the layers panel. And I want you, when you're going to add another layer, make sure you're clicked on the giraffe. And what that's going to do is make sure that layer is also clipped into the mask. It makes it a clipping mask so it won't go off the giraffe. We're going to go to our brush tool. We're going to use the soft brush. If you click over on here in the brushes, this is where you can find the soft brush in the general soft round. And we are going to let's size this up a bit more. And then let's make it 8% opacity. Make sure it's black by double clicking the box down here and the top box, and it'll pull up the color picker, take it to black. So 8% opacity, normal blend mode. I increased it to just under 400 pixels size brush, and then make sure the black is showing, and make sure you're on the layer that we created that's right above the giraffe, and it has a little downward arrow. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and brush on this giraffe. Just like that. And you know, I might change the color of this because it's coming out looking, because I have such a yellow tone on my giraffe, it's coming out looking almost greenish with it being blended with black. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it to more of like a red tone. See how that does. Yeah, it's better. Maybe I'll shade this bottom part too. And if you do too much, you can always go to the erase tool. Click on E on your keyboard if you can't find it in that very top of the tool set, and then you can brush it back, but just make sure the opacity too is like taken down so you can blend it. All right. So with this whale, because our light source is over here, and on the whale in the photo, the light source was coming from the top. So we're going to flip this whale to be facing the light source so it makes sense. So we're going to go to Edit, Transform, Flip horizontally. And then I'm thinking I'm going to size it up a little bit. Now, if you hold the Option key, if you size it up, hit that check mark. Hold the option key and you should see if you clicked on that whale and you hover in the middle of it, you should see a double arrow pop up. Click and drag down and make a copy of that whale, and then we're going to size this one down to be the baby whale. And I'm going to put it right there. And then the clouds, the cloud layer I just did really quickly, making the brush and eyedropping this color of this cloud. Super easy to do. I just did that step for you, but we're going to size up this cloud and then hold the option key and maybe copy it and pull it in front of the whale. So if you want the cloud to go in front, you just drag the layer up in the layers panel. And you can see it has opacity to it, so you can still see the whale through the cloud. I think I'm going to put it like right there. So yours doesn't have to be exactly like mine. And you can even have it so it's going in between. Clouds are going in between the whales like that. Give a little separation between the two. And there you go. Save this and submit it on Schoology to get the points. And that was it.